Hey, feminine. Let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are the Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Information as to how you can book personals with me can be found in the description box beneath this video. Let's go ahead, jump right into it, y'all. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for feminine? What do they need to know? Oh, all right. I bury myself in work to forget you. I'm afraid to contact you. I want to feel that way again. Okay. Oh, I remember every detail of that day. All right. And so many things remind me of you. So I knew exactly what I was doing. Someone tried to push their feelings away, push you away, push something aside. It's not working. They're trying to distract themselves with work, staying busy, stuff like that. It's not working. Okay. Trying to use distractions, but the distractions are not working. Okay, let's see. This person wants to feel that way again. Whatever way it is you make them feel, they want to feel that way again. I feel like I remember every detail of that day. It's like the last time they saw you, the last time the two of you spoke. We have soulmates. Love, okay. A lot of love. Oh, we have two trying to jump out. Cassette and healthy choices. Again, love. The love doesn't leave. That's what I'm getting. The more someone thinks about you, the more they realize that something is actually a healthy choice, or it was a healthy choice, because it may not even be an option for them anymore. That could be why they're afraid to contact you. They don't know if you still consider them to be an option as far as dating goes. Okay. They do feel like the two of you are soulmates, though. They feel like you're the one. This person feels like you're the one, and they love you. Okay, so again, feminine, whatever it is that you've done here, however you made this person feel, okay, they cannot get over this feeling. This is what they keep thinking about. Also, remember, they think of the details, not just the overall experience or occurrence, but all the minor details that most people would miss and or forget about. This person recalls vividly. Okay. Yeah. It's like the more they think about something, the more they realize that it is or was a healthy choice. And so I feel like, you know, they get to feeling bad, sad, maybe even a little angry. And so they try to distract themselves with work, whether this is work as far as their actual career, business, stuff like that, or whether this is, you know, like busy work, running errands for people, filling their schedule with little things here and there just so they don't have that much time to sit around and think. But here's the thing, even when you're doing those things, you're thinking. That's why Spirit says it's not working. All right, I don't know about nobody else, but I could be at work and still be thinking. I could be driving and still be thinking. I could be running errands and still be thinking. You know, so I could be asleep and still be thinking, right? So trying to distract yourself, that ain't it. May as well just face whatever it is directly. And I feel like that's what they're attempting to do, but they're afraid to call you. I'm also getting something here with the, I'm afraid to contact you in like voicemails because the cassette. So a person could have reached out to you, but every time they reach out to you, you send them straight to voicemail, or it goes straight to voicemail. They don't know what's going on. They don't know if you ignoring them, blocked them, what. Okay. But remember, it says, I remember every detail of that day, replaying events over in your head. The more they think about you and this, the more they realize, dang, this is or was a healthy love. 444 on the timestamp. Queen of Cups, pre-shuffle, 5 of Swords. I feel like they may have lost a pure love by betraying them. disappointing them, letting them down, something. They feel like it could have been 10 of Pentacles. You know, Pentacles is things related to earthy matters, right? But also physical body. So again, back to health. They feel like something could have been healthy. They could have been healthier, something like that. Okay. Some of them could have also went a karmic direction, a karmic path. Okay. Got totally distracted. They invested all this time and energy into a karmic situation and nothing grew but, I don't know, weeds that blow away in the wind or something? I don't know. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups. That's how it's making me feel. Okay, like almost like a person feels like they should not have, but I mean, you did it. And the Nine of Pentacles is just flipping itself all around. I feel like you got this person straight tripping, boo. Okay, straight up. Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, they watch you a lot. And they just sit back and say, dang, it's really over, isn't it? Death card, yeah, it's really over, isn't it? That's what they're saying. And you know, it would only be fair is what they're thinking with the Justice card here. Because remember, I knew exactly what I was doing. So if I pushed you away because I was afraid, I did that intentionally. I didn't feel ready. I didn't feel deserving. I didn't feel whatever it is. But now I realize, oh shoot, that's what a healthy connection feels like. That's what a healthy love feels like. Because a healthy relationship is going to feel weird at first. It's going to feel different. Okay, like what in the world? Especially if it's not something you're used to. Okay. The Six of Pentacles is about reciprocity. Yeah, they might not have been used to reciprocity, honey. Okay. Yeah, I see stabbed in the back and ascending. Alright, they may not have been used to reciprocity. The Star card. Like you a blessing. Okay. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is like marriage and commitment. Okay, it's also related to faith. You may have restored or helped restore this person's faith. The High Priestess. A lot of telepathic communication between you and this person right now, feminine. And I feel it's because of this. Again, they've been enlightened to some truth here, feeling like you're the one. Ah, are you the one that got away? Because that is really over, isn't it? And now all of this. Yeah, King and Queen of Wands. They feel like the two of you are a vibrational match. And you may be the one who got away here. The Chariot is moving on. Yep, that's what that is. You're the one who got away. King of Wands. Alright, this person is not a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is just somebody who's very charismatic, charming, leadership qualities. Okay, somebody that gets things done. Men of their word. What they say they're going to do is what they do. Most times. Perhaps if you were disappointed 10 times or more, that wouldn't be the case with y'all, and that's disappointing. So I see why you would move on. Again with the Devil. So someone could have went in a karmic direction. Okay, someone went in a karmic direction here and they're regretting it. That could be what they recall that day, the day that they went in the karmic direction and strayed away from this. Well, again, back to what Blue always says, you know, you can't go back in time and change it. So, yeah, see, it's like they knew exactly what they were doing. It's what they wanted to be doing. They just didn't want that outcome. But they get what they deserve, hence the Justice. And they say, well, it's only right, you know, it will only be fair, whether I like it, agree with it or not. Because to have this energy right here in front of me and to Seven of Swords devil it as if it was nothing, Ten of Swords, yeah, if that person decides to move on, I mean, I could understand why. Okay. We have the Page of Wands. Message. You can expect messages to come in from this person. Again, phone calls, text messages. It's your love. It's your affection. You show yourself a lot of love. And you give a lot of love to others. Very affectionate. Okay? And they want to share their love with you. It says getting together. They want to come together with you. Okay? Yeah, Ace of Cups is a new beginning in love. So that is really over, isn't it? But does it have to be? You know, it's almost like you and this person could have had conversations about what you wanted your future to look like, what things were going to be like for the two of you, things like that. And maybe it just terrified them. You know, sometimes people talk a good game. They make it seem like they want this, they're going to do that. And when it's time to show up, nobody's putting up. Right? So this person, again, either didn't feel deserving, was afraid of whatever it was you were offered, didn't feel ready, prepared, something. The karmic situation just seemed a lot easier, seemed more in alignment with where they were at. You know, think of the devil energy too. It's like very shallow stuff that drew this person in. Okay? Nothing of true depth, nothing of true, you know, substance, but it's like the appearances or the illusion of things, the way things were presented to be as opposed to the way they actually were. So again, healthy relationships a lot of the time look and feel very different. And not to mention, a lot of the time your soulmate or your twin soul can be like the complete opposite of what your usual type may be. They could be your exact type too. Don't get it wrong. You know, don't get it twisted. But I'm just saying, you know, covering all bases here. Right? Like there was a reason why this person got distracted and led astray. There was a reason. This person was out here thinking with their Johnson and they got excited. Well, that explains it all. Okay? But again, with the love offers coming in from this person. They may feel like a lot of people want your love. A lot of people want your attention, your affection. That word affection keeps coming up. You just may be a very affectionate person. All right, lovey-dovey. Very nurturing. Got the 6 of Cups. Okay. Speaking of nurturing, if you don't have child or children with this person, this is someone that, again, feels like maybe they were too young, they were immature. This is like, again, the past, things that happened before. Okay. You're like serious now. This is what they get from you. They don't get the Queen of Cups, you know, come get a hug. No, they don't get that. They get a, how can I help you? What is it that you need? Okay, 12-12 on the timestamp. So their best bet would be to take it one day at a time with you, huh? All right, yeah, because we got the 7 of Swords sticking his head out, 2 of Cups, again, with the past. Is that the 5 of Cups? Because if so, okay, that's the World, y'all. Hold up, wait, no, that's not what I was looking at. Okay, what is that? The 5 of Cups. I knew that. I knew that, y'all. So, yeah, in the past, again, I was deceptive or I wasn't all the way honest about something. Do you know what I mean? In some way, shape, or fashion, it wasn't it. I messed up. That's where this person is coming from. And here's that soulmate energy again. So double emphasis on the fact that they feel like the two of you have some soul-to-soul connection, soul contract energy going on here. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So again, destiny, fate, what's meant to be will be. Things are going to keep moving. You're going to keep growing. As will they, you know. Nothing's stopping because of whatever happened or took place. And I think maybe that's another thing this person is realizing. Like, you just continue to grow. You continue to build. Again, whatever it is that y'all discussed and said y'all wanted for y'all, it's like you just went ahead and started doing that by yourself. Or you did it on your own. Or 1331 on the timestamp. We keep seeing that. All right? So, you did it on your own. You know. Hey, man, yeah. They've been enlightened to the truth about you. They could have thought that you were just talking. Okay, I keep getting that. Something about just talking. You know, a lot of people do that. So they were bamboozled. It's like they got it wrong or they got it reversed. They got it mixed up. You know, the lovers. They see now. That's what I said. They see now something that they hadn't saw before. Okay, because if they seen it, okay, here we got the lovers. Exactly. This is a true soul connection here. That's why it felt different. That's why it felt intense. That's why this, that, and the other. The 5 of Wands. And I was fighting it off, you know. There could have been outside interference, of course, third-party energy. This person could be fighting like, battling sex demons. Okay? They may be battling sex demons, but they still see themselves, you know, having this 10 of Cups with you someday. Only way to get there is by opening one's mouth, taking the appropriate actions, okay? Doing whatever may be required of them to get back in your good graces. 2 of Cups. Again, soulmate energy. 2 of Cups and the Lovers. Okay, the Tower. Yeah, I'm telling you, you came as a complete shock to this person. Yeah, the Hanged One. I'm also getting like connections and relationships with other people just not hitting the same, not feeling the same, not being the same. Of course, it's different. But I feel like this is just helping the person realize what this is between the 2 of you. Because, like, okay, this is totally different than that. Like, the feeling that I have with them, I don't have with this person. And again, with the, like, North Node, South Node energy, North Node stepping into one's destiny, purpose, going that life path. South Node, karmic lessons. Okay? Comfort zone, where you're really not growing. Nothing's changing, nothing's shifting, nothing's moving. And that's the thing. This person is realizing, like, okay, you're still shifting, you're still changing, you're still growing, you're evolving. Yeah, because you're going in the direction of your North Node. So if they continue to go the direction of their South Node, eventually the 2 of you are now no longer going the same direction. You see what I'm saying? It's like you're going to be like miles and miles apart, if you understand what I'm saying, right? It's like you're going north, they're going south. And the longer that this continues on, it'll be harder for them to get back to you. Okay, what was that? It's a post that I saw. My nose itching. That's a sign. That's synchronicity. Confirmation. What was the post? It was like, the longer you stay on the wrong train, the longer it'll take to get home. Or something like that. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yes, okay. That's what I'm getting here. I'm getting this person just been on the wrong train a little too long. And now they're like, is it safe for me to come back home? You get what I'm saying? Because we were supposed to be, I feel like, 6 of Pentacles was where the 2 of you were at the time. And all you had to do was put that work in together to be, that 7 of Pentacles that we saw. Invest into the healthy connection together. And it could have become the 10 of Pentacles like we saw. But instead, person went in the South Node direction, which is fine. We all have free will choice. Do your thing, play it, right? Like, do your thing, baby. I ain't even mad. We all have free will choice, right? But now, it's like you continue to grow, evolve. You 9 of Pentacles, child. You know what I'm saying? They want to come in right now and do what? That's probably what they're thinking. They're like, this person has figured it out. They've done this, they've done that. Everything that we talked about that I pretty much dismissed, overlooked, whatever, they've done that on their own. So what exactly am I going to come in and say or do? That's going to be so magnificent. That's where this person is coming from. It's an insecurity. But Spirit just brought me back to the Lovers. So again, it's about vulnerability, being bare, being raw, being truthful. Speak your truth. What's the worst that can happen? You don't get your desired outcome of being with feminine, but at least you spoke your truth and feminine knows. So what's the best that could happen? You speak your truth, feminine knows. The 2 of you decide to work through it. Come together. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Okay, all is well. Now you get your desired outcome. And perhaps that's what feminine knew all along. Like, I'm going to just keep on moving. I'm not going to stand still. If it's meant, again, like I said with the Wheel of Fortune, if it's meant to be, it will be. I don't have to stand still. I don't have to boo-hoo, shout, holler, chase the person. None of that. Yeah, 8 of Wands, exactly. Communicate, express yourself. So, you can expect to see 7 of Pentacles. Blue cannot, it threw me all off because I'm like, is that really the 7 of Pentacles? And it is. Blue can't make this up. Okay. I mean, there are people out there who make it up, but Blue's not one of them. That's not a me problem. All right. Thank you, Spirit. You know how you watch a movie multiple times, and every time you watch the movie, you notice something different? Or you read a book multiple times. Every time you read the book, you notice something different. Or for us artists and creatives, let's say you create a piece and someone likes that piece, so they ask you to do it again. It might not be the exact same way the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth time. which is why with my bracelets, for example, I always say it's custom made, you know, custom made to order, because each one is going to be something on it that I feel like resonates with that specific person, you know, that client, right? But you get the point, right? So I feel every time they think of what happened between y'all, they see or notice something different. If that makes sense. Of course it makes sense. It's one of those things I've been saying. I really got to shake it, you know, like if that makes sense. Of course it makes sense. You know what I'm saying. You're able to make sense of it, okay? Yeah, Nine of Swords, you see? So it just gets worse. It doesn't get no better. The more they think about it, the worse it feels. So hence the I'm trying to distract myself by working so much. This person's going to be rolling in the dough, I tell you that, because they've been working nonstop trying to not think about this. Okay, and some of you are giggling because, well, shoot, you like, well, how did you think I got to the Nine of Pentacles? You're working your behind off, so you ain't got to think about them either. We got the Six of Swords, okay? Six of Swords and the Hierophant. So, again, the Hierophant being like marriage, commitment, shared values, things like that. This person feels like, you know, maybe too much time has gone by. You know? There could be a lot of distance between you and this person, like large body of water between you and this person. Four of Pentacles and the Empress. They said mine. Every time I see that combination, it's like this is mine, my feminine, my lady, my person, my man, because not every feminine is a woman. You know, whatever it is, this is mine. Okay? That's where this person comes from. They have some sort of wake-up call, reality check, something. And now, the only thing stopping them here is them, to be honest with you. I mean, you already know how you feel. You can't seem to stop thinking about it or get past it. So you may as well just speak up on it. Okay, this person is reminded of you all the time. Excuse me, so many things remind them of you. It could be something as simple as seeing your favorite color. You know, so, you know, they automatically thinking about you. 2222 on the timestamp. All right, Divine Feminine Manifestation. We have the Ten of Cups. Four of Pentacles. So I guess that's what you're manifesting here. All right, this person said, listen, this is what I want. Okay? I want this. So, you know, they're praying that you're not still holding on to grudges from the past, ill feelings from the past, things like that. That in the event they do build this courage up, come to you, say, this is how I'm feeling, they're not automatically dismissed. Okay? We have the Ten of Swords. Ooh, yeah, it's like this is the memory. That's the memory. They betrayed this person. When the two of you were younger, when the two of you were children, when the two of you were teenagers, when you were younger adults, whatever it is, they feel like they betrayed this person. You know, it's like when you needed them the most or something. That's how they feel. Now, that may not be correct, you know, but that's how they feel. Some of you may say, yeah, that's true. We discussed this, we discussed that. You know, I was depending on them to come through in this way, and they were depending on me to do this. I did my part. They just didn't do their part, you know, or something like that. But for a lot of you, I do feel pregnancy as well in this energy, with the Six of Cups being child, children, the Empress being a mother. She's with child most times, right? Most tarot decks, she's with child. So whether you're birthing a child or birthing something new, but in this essence, it feels like the two of you could have had a child, okay? Or there could have been a pregnancy, but maybe it just didn't go full term or something like that, okay? Or, you know, this is because they look at you or they think about you and they still see future things. They're still thinking like, oh, you know, marriage, children, stuff like that when they think about you, regardless of how old you are. You know, you might say, what? We 55. It's not stopping a person from thinking how they're thinking, which is another reason why some of you feel like they're in la la land, okay? But take it how it resonates, okay? Shoo. Not everybody that's listening feels like, what? We 55. Some people are like 20 and ready, you know. They're like, let's do it, babies, what's up? Other people like, who running after babies? Child, good night. All right, so just take your messages. Okay, we have the Three of Cups. So they're praying that as the wheel continues to turn, as things continue to change in their life and yours, you ultimately get to come back together for a reunion. Here we go with this Five of Wands. I feel like there's still going to be this. All right, here's the thing. Poor masculine, poor little tink tink. All right, so whoever they got themselves involved with, oh my goodness. I feel like I told you guys this before, maybe about a year or two ago, but here it is again. In the event that a karmic partner, whether it be a karmic feminine or a karmic masculine, gets the opportunity to be in a relationship with a divine feminine or a divine masculine, they are going to have a very hard time of letting that person go. They may not let the person go. They may do everything under the sun to prevent the person from moving on. They're going to make it as hard as possible. A lot of the time they've had a taste of that divine love, that a taste of divine energy. They're not trying to give that up. And don't let any of them know about you. That doesn't help. Okay. Yeah, see, it's like this person wants to offer love. They want to move on. They want to break through with their soulmate. They want to work on things, to fix things. See, here's an apology. Let me invest because I love you. And this person, if they know that, oh, child, you see all these cards that just flew out back to back to back to back to back. If they know that, oh, they're going to try everything in their power to prevent this person from doing what's right. That's what karmics do. That's what karmics do. They're like, I know your heart is over there, but no, you cannot go. You know, like, it's crazy. How do you know that and be like, yep, because see, they're a snake. They don't give a damn. It says competition, enemy, clever, malicious. Look over your shoulder, the other woman. She don't give a damn. She said, what? I don't care about none of that, girl. You know, I know that you have his heart. That's okay. I have his whole body, though. Everything over here with me. You like, okay. They with you, but they somewhere else. That's crazy. But, you know, some people are okay with that. Some people are okay with settling for less. They get a little bit. They think it's a lot, you know. That kind of thing. But I feel like in the event that, let's say, you were to not deal with this person the way that they want you to, or the way that they want to come together, I feel like this person's just going to open their options up and start just dating multiple people because they don't feel fulfilled. Okay? They don't feel fulfilled where they're at. And it's really not a you problem, okay? Like, them not being fulfilled in the situation that they chose for themselves is not a you problem. But I guess Spirit wanted you to know, so, child. Judgment, again, discernment, phone call, messages, things like that. Reality check, person sees something now. There's been a tower moment. We can look into that in just a bit. I'm going to do it over on the members only section. We're going to see what exactly is this tower. You know, you were this tower in this person's life. What was that? Is there a tower they're going through now with the Ten of Swords from the Three of Cups that allows for them to come towards you, finally shift things forward, have this Ten of Cups? We shall see. Zen, zen, zen. All right. We have wisdom. Seek wisdom and learn from every situation. All right. Seek wisdom and learn from every situation. Eternal love. I said internal. That's how you know you love yourself, girl. Recognize that love is a constant, eternal force. So this is a love that will last forever. A love that has helped them mature. Okay. Purpose. Discover and live your life's purpose. Again, a love they feel like is purposeful, is destined, is meant to be. All right. And we have trust. Trust the process and your journey. All right, the underlying energy here is abundance. Abundance flows to those who believe in its presence, okay? So those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go go ahead and subscribe. Again, we're going to head over to the members only section and look into this Tower, Ten of Swords, and other things. Peace and hair grease.